Hello students, I welcome you for today's session. I hope you all are doing fine. Well students, so let's begin with today's session. Let me do a quick recap. Now last week, if you all remember, I picked up your Beehive chapter 7, the first part, Reach for the Top, and the first part was about Santosh Yadav. Uh, yes, sorry, that's chapter 8. Okay, and today, as I mentioned in your previous last week's video, that I will be picking up your chapter 8 part 2 of Maria Sharapova, and I also showed you the second part. Okay, so so let's begin. I would like all of you to open up your Beehive books on page 104, so we can start off with this. And students, there is one more important thing that you all should know, that very soon your exams would be starting. Okay, that is, you will definitely be intimated about the date sheet and the syllabus very soon. So you all need to gear up and make sure that your copies are ready, your notes are ready, so that you are able to perform well in your these exams. Okay, so let us begin with the chapter. As you can see, it is about Maria Sharapova. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis. Summit here means to the top position, when she was barely 18. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. So yes, when I read the chapter and explaining it to you, so definitely I am going to be comparing both the characters. This chapter is important from the view of the character sketch. So both of these chapters, when you get for your final exam, students, whenever I tell you is important, so I always mean that is from your final exams point of view. Okay, now this is a small exercise you can see over here, that's match the following related to your vocabulary, and I hope you all can solve it, because you must be aware about these terminologies, these phrases rather, I would say. Okay, so let's begin. Now paragraph 1, Beehive chapter 8, paragraph, yeah, so page 104. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. Now disarming means something that's very different about her. Something at odds also means the same thing, that something is very different about her, unique about her as compared to the other people. Attire here means wonderful outfit that she wears, and that something in her lifted her on Monday 22nd August 2005 to the world number 1 position in women's tennis. So yeah, so this is when she got the recognition, that is on Monday 22nd August 2005. All this happened in almost no time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. Pinnacle here means to the highest position in the world, or to highest position in her career. Okay, so now we are moving on to page 105, paragraph 2. However, the rapid ascent in fiercely competitive world began 9 years before, with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. This line means the rapid ascent. This means that the quick growth, okay, in a fiercely competitive world. Fiercely competitive world means highly competitive world. So that began 9 years ago, that is from the year 2005. Okay, with a level of sacrifice. So the kind of sacrifice that she had to make in her childhood is beyond imagination, which a common person, a common child would really not be able to make. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in United States. Packed off means sent away. That trip to Florida with her father, Yuri, so the name of the father is Yuri, launched her on the path to success and stardom. So yes, that trip that she made to Florida, that was the beginning of her career, that gave her all this stardom and the fame. But it also required a heart-wrenching 2 years separation from her mother, Yelena. Heart-wrenching means heartbreaking. So she had to stay away from her mother, Yelena, for 2 years. The latter was compelled. Now, here, latter refers to her mother, Yelena, compelled to stay in Siberia because of visa restrictions. So, her mother could not accompany Maria because she could not get the visa to Florida. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. Now, here, this means that when she was at the age of 9 years, she learned the lesson of success was not going to be easy, because she had to sacrifice. It required sacrifice, and the first most sensitive sacrifice was for her is to get separated from her mother. Now, paragraph 3. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 pm. The other tennis pupils came in. So we are going over to the third page of the chapter, page 106. So the other tennis pupils would come in at 11 pm and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. Now, paragraph 5. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So this is a very important line, students. Now here, because of the behavior of her seniors or her batchmates, she did not get depressed. Rather, she started becoming more tough, that she has to face this situation. I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. So this is a very important line and a very beautiful line, students. It applies to each one of us in our life, that when you come from nothing and you have nothing, so when you are starting from scratch in your lives, in any part, in any phase of your lives, maybe now or maybe in the future, so don't worry at all, but stay determined. This is all what you need. You need to be determined. Hungry here means not hungry by stomach, okay? Hungry here means that you have the strong willpower, that you want to do something or achieve something in life. So, and you are able to, and at that point of time, you don't bother about the humiliations, or you don't bother about the gossips of the people around you. And the same was the situation of Maria Sharapova. So steadfastly pursue my dream means in a quick way I was going to reach my dream. Paragraph 6. The toughness runs through Maria even today. It was the key to her bagging the women's single crown at Wimbledon in 2004, and to her meteoric rise. Meteoric rise means an instant or quick rise, okay, out of nowhere, to the world #1 spot the following year. So yeah, so this is where 2004 she got her first achievement. Paragraph 7. While her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngster herself there appears to be no room for sentiment. The straight looks and the answers she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear, amply means very clear, that she considers the sacrifices were worth it. I am very, very competitive. I work hard at what I do. It's my job. This is her mantra for success. Paragraph 8. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality. Clearing all doubts, she says, I am Russian. It is true that US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizen. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. So this paragraph 8, these lines also show one part of her character, that how much she was devoted to her country, how patriotic she was towards her birthplace, Russia. Paragraph 9. Like any number of teenage sensations, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing, and dancing as her hobbies. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. Her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appears at odds with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. So this paragraph tells us about her hobbies, about her likes. There are no dislikes mentioned, just about her likes. So so you can see, students, she has a very different part of her hobbies. She is fond of like imagining a tennis player to be fond of eating pancakes and chocolates. Yes, that is a little weird, but at the same time she also loves wearing the evening gowns and also reading novels. Paragraph 10. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Now this part means, pigeonholed means, she cannot be you know tied up with the rules and regulations. She prefers to be free minded, and that is how she performs. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. Now we are going over to the next page, page 107. Few would grudge her. Grudge here means complain about her, or talk about her, gossip about her rather. So few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. So riches she is now reaping means that yes, the kind of money she has made in this profession. So some negative people, or I would say the gossipers, they talk about that yes, she has made a lot of money. This is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. So she also has an answer ready for that as well. So let's see what she says. Of course, money is a motivation. Tennis is a business and a sport. But most important thing is to become number one in the world. That's the dream that kept me going. So she says, yes, no doubt, I did earn a lot of money. In fact, money has been my motivation. And tennis is a business and a sport. Each game or a sport is a business in one way or the other. But for her, inside her, her feelings or her personal views is that yes, she kept on going because it was her dream, and that dream led her to become reach the top of the world. Okay, students, so this is the end of the of your chapter. And now looking into the comparisons. Now yes, this is the sheet that you can fill if you wish to fill it up, or else yes, the comparison is there in your question answers that you will be completing from your BBC Companion. Okay, now students, so this is end of your session today. You'll be receiving a PDF file along with this video that will have your details of the question answers, important question answers that you need to write in your copies. Okay, and at the same time yes, so once for the last yes, towards end of the session, I would just like to tell you all to please gear up and start preparing for your exams, forthcoming exams. Okay, students, thank you all. So we'll meet in the next session.